Hello my beautiful Rainbow Slide community, welcome to my next collective reading here for you. So this reading is going to be about how can you find new friends and how can you create long-lasting friendships in your life. Maybe you just moved to a new place or have a hard time to find friends there at this new place, or you had problems with creating or keeping friendships in your life in general. I hope this reading will give some answers here either way. And for this reading I switch it up a little bit. I will start with the tarot cards here at the beginning because there were a lot of tarot cards coming out here, and then we are going to look at the oracle cards. And I was asking for just one card, but each card set that I took of the oracle cards, you can see there were always like 2 cards popping out, and I already take this as a good indication here because a friendship is usually made out of 2 people, and of course it could be more than 2 people, but usually it's a one-on-one a relation here. So I like that. So let's get right into it. Okay, I will put the oracle cards on the side because we are going to start here with the tarot cards. And I don't remember. Am I taking reversals? I don't remember because I think I put them in the... No, I don't take reversals here because I put them in the right order. Okay, so we are not taking any reversals in this reading. So okay, let's start out here with the Hermit card. Okay, the Hermit card, it already gives me indication here that either you are in a place where you are in solitude and maybe on a vacation and you are reflecting a lot, or you are in your life in a state where you are forced to do some reflection, or you took out time for yourself to do that, and that's this feeling, of course, where you reflect a lot and why you are so lonely in this lifetime or at this moment in time in life for you. And there are beings around you, maybe smaller creatures. Also here in this picture we have an owl sitting here on the branch, and the cat is sleeping here on the side, but this person is truly lacking of other human connections. But let's see. I have the feeling that it's not necessary at the moment. It's necessary for you to reflect. I'll put it over here. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Oh, okay. This is interesting because I see those 2 cards coming out together, oftentimes, together. And especially in this order, that at first there's the Hermit card, and in this deck we have the Hermit card here sitting by the fire. And the Ace of Wands is also a fire, but here this figure is standing up and having, and there's like a wand, a magic wand, and also a feather and a book and some paper, some cards here, and branches and a brush coming out of the fire. Like inspiration is coming. It's like the during reflection you are reaching this spark of inspiration, something that you maybe feel drawn to do, some new hobby, something that you always... Maybe you should reflect on the things that you haven't done yet in your life, but you always wanted to. Some creative hobby, maybe something with music also, and in the arts or writing, maybe a book club. It could be anything, could be also sports. Because I think what is shown here is that there is something there for you here, some activities, some new hobby where you can gain new perspectives. And in this reading we are talking about how to find new friends, and I think this is a clear indication that whenever you will reach this kind of epiphany about what it could be, that new thing, this new group that you could join, that you should go after that. And maybe at the beginning it's not even a group that you join. Maybe you just, I don't know, you always wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and then you will buy it, and you at first you start out with YouTube maybe, and doing some improvisations with this instrument, and then later on when you feel more confident you show it to people, and then they advise you to meet someone that they know, and I don't know, it maybe this can this passion for this one thing will also enlighten you, enlighten your soul, and give you a more confident feeling within yourself. And usually friendships, they start out with either you meet at work or in school, and if you meet them out of those surroundings, then it's usually through either a hobby or some kind of thing that you can talk about. Usually when we walk on the street we don't know what the hobby of someone is unless they are, I don't know, jogging next to us and pass us by, so that we know, okay, they are doing some sports, or we see them in the gym or something like that. But usually someone who is playing guitar is not always walking around with that guitar, so we cannot know that they also share the same passion here, or if they have a passion for language. And yeah, but what you can do, or what you can look out for, is certain signs about what people are saying. Even strangers, maybe you hear someone talking somewhere in the park about a topic, and you feel drawn to this person or this group of people. And I'm not saying like just walk over any stranger and talk to them, but if you do resonate with something someone says, and you have also something to share about this topic because you have studied this topic, and maybe this is a topic that is out of your work life, maybe it's nothing related to your family or working life, or school life, it will probably, it's indicating here, we are usually meeting people through the things that we are very, very passionate about. And sometimes a job can be something we are passionate about, but even with a passionate job, you can still have other hobbies around that in your free time to go after, that can also give you a lot of joy and excitement, and that you feel that you want to share with other people, and maybe even create this thing with other people. At first you start out with buying a guitar, and if we go with that example, and then later on over the years you find yourself having a band, and creating some music project with people, and then maybe later on you are teaching it to people. So but it all is starting out with this spark, and to get this spark of inspiration inside of you, it's necessary here to sit back for a while, take some time out and reflect until you have that. If you're doing this, let's say you're doing this for 1 week or for a few hours, and you expect it to happen very quick, make sure to do it again and again and again until you have the spark, because this reflection is not over, the hermit mode is not over before we have this enlightenment, this moment of, at least this moment of new impulse. Yeah, this is cool. This is like very it's so easy to relate those two cards together here. And then we have the Six of Pentacles here. So the Six of Pentacles is always talking about bringing things into balance, the way we are dealing with people. It's never saying if we are on the giver or on the side of someone who is giving or receiving. But there's clearly interaction with people here. Maybe someone is offering a class that you could join, or something where you can learn something. Okay, let's see what the other cards are saying. Because I have the feeling this card is maybe referring to somewhere else in the end in the reading. But for now, I would say this is talking about bringing things into balance, like maybe your perspective on people, and maybe you are looking up to people too much and you need to lower your expectation, or your or you are someone who is maybe, I don't think that you are, because usually people who watch tarot readings are not this kind of people who are looking down on people. But either way, try to put your perspective on people. Don't put them on a pedestal too much. It's what I'm trying to say. And just try to see that they are also struggling with life, and maybe even this figure here in the front is also having her moments of solitude here. And she probably does, because anyone who is in a position of leadership and being able to give to people, especially if they do it in a very nice and fair way, so that everyone gets enough, and no one gets too much, but everyone gets enough. This person for sure has had some time of solitude in her or his life, because that's needed in order to grow into a person like that. You are not just born that way. You are, it's interesting that I said burn, because we have the fire here, and burning is like, I don't know, like phoenix out of the ashes. You burn something, but then something even bigger grows out of it. Yeah, interesting. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, we have some wand energy here. Ace of Wands and Nine of Wands. With the Ace of Wands, we are completing the Nine of Wands to a Ten of Wands, which is usually a overload of things. I have the feeling you have some struggles with people, and you kind of like fear people. You're probably putting people on a pedestal, and at the same time you are fearing interactions with people, because you have some past hurts here with probably friendships, if not even family members, and you kind of like, you're not really trusting people here, I have the feeling. And it's like she is sitting in the forest here, and this figure over here is leaning against a huge acorn tree. And there's the cat on a branch here in the tree, and like trying to rescue herself. I have the feeling in this period of hermit and solitude, you have to look at your Nine of Wands energy here. You have to look at all the past hurts and reflect on that, but not overdo it too much. That's not what I'm saying, but to do it as much until you gain some clarity here. And the magic wands here are laying on the ground, and they are like, the energy is like, they are out of energy. And I'm wondering, because I only see 8. No, the 9th one she has in her hand. Okay, so number 8 and 9 are in her hand, and with those she is trying to like fight against others, attackers or someone, and or at least she thinks that they are attacking her, but maybe that's not what they do. But I cannot say that for sure, because for that we need to look at more cards here. The Three of Pentacles. Oh, that's wonderful here in a friendship reading, because the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration, coming together with people, sharing passions, and yeah, it's like when you are in school and working together on a project, or when you study and then you come together with your professor, with the teachers, all the other workers of the university, and the students, and maybe even the people that you are working with, the inhabitants of the city, or whatever the project of study is. and you all work together for the same goal and try to figure out something here. And see how she is holding this brush in her hand, and here there's also a brush coming out of the fire. So, and she's also wearing a green dress. I have the feeling like that is something as a reminder of what you should reflect on, and something, the Nine of Wands is the energy that you are, probably an energy that you need to overcome in order for you to step into this wonderful Six of Pentacles energy here through the Three of Pentacles, in order to become this person that is collaborating with people and sharing her knowledge. You have gained that wisdom, and she has gained her pentacles around her neck here. She's wearing all the 6 pentacles around her neck, and here you are creating those pentacles with other people. It's like the pre-stage before you can become that. It looks like this is like the vision that you have here when you are sitting in hermit mode. Try to think of all the hobbies and things that you want to engage in, and then also visualize your future self here engaging with other people and seeing how you feel here, because I have the feeling this, of course we have 3 people here, but the attention goes a lot to this figure here in the middle. And yeah, and try to imagine, to visualize how you will feel inside once you have reached this state of being. And don't focus on this, because I have the feeling, since it's surrounded by such positive cards, that it's only a fear of yours, but it's not a reality that other people want to go against you. I mean, in life we sometimes deal with that kind of energies. That's just a normal part of life. But there is a reason why some people stay in this energy and choose to see others as aggressors all the time, even if that's not what they're doing, and just that presence of other people gives those people reason to judge about them and to put them in some box, even if they maybe came. I have also the feeling like here someone else is coming to you and with a great gesture and is offering something to you, but you are standing on the side and being like, what, me? You want to be friends with me? You want to do things with me? I don't know. And there's something about your self-esteem here. And then the most natural thing to you is to just block yourself out of this opportunity and don't engage with these people, because maybe you think that people are too developed, too big for you or something, or they are maybe not exactly the type of people that you are. But sometimes we need to make the experience of being friends with people that are not so much alike. That can be very beneficial to us. We can learn a lot from people who are not exactly the same, I don't know, don't wear the same type of clothes, or not the same style of people, but it doesn't mean that they are less of a person than others. But I have more a feeling that's not so much the case. It's more the case that sometimes when someone makes a very nice gesture to you of, hey, let's go out and do something together, or maybe you can join, I have a class, I'm teaching something, and you can join that class, and then you're saying like, oh my god, no, this person is so cool. I have and then all your insecurities come up, and then you don't go to this group group meeting here, because you are still in this Nine of Wands energy. But I have the feeling the cards are saying, please overcome that. Just do it anyways. Just go there. Don't think about how it will be, if you will have someone to talk to or not. Just go there. That's that's actually the hard thing to overcome. Just getting up, packing your bag for that day, for this meeting, and really, really going there. Once you're there, it's usually not such a big deal. And you will see yourself thriving here with others. And yeah, but let's look at the last card. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, that's cool. That's really good to end a reading here with the tarot cards. In the end, the Wheel of Fortune, and again we have this 10 energy, and we have the Ace of Wands, the 9 of Wands are building a 10, so there's great fortune here, or kind of like there's really a very, very good outlook here for you to have those new people in your life. But you have to overcome this here, this inner state of looking at other people maybe attacking or judging you. And yeah. But I want to look at the oracle cards now, because I have the feeling the Wheel of Fortune also, maybe it wants to get a bit more specific, because usually Wheel of Fortune comes at the beginning of a reading or somewhere in the middle, and to have it in the end, it's not really mysterious, that's not what I'm trying to say, but it's and it is a great outcome. But I have the feeling because it's such, I think this is the biggest card. No, okay, so the Hermit is, and the Wheel of Fortune. So we have also a progression from a 9 to a 10. That is so cool. And here a 9. And then 3, 6, 9, 9. And in the end you are this cycle of life, and this cycle of life that you are in at the moment, this learning phase of at least in this aspect of friendships, is coming to a very fulfilling end here. If you learn your lessons here, if you grab this inspiration here, if you take some time off, grab this spark of inspiration, visualize what you want, overcome your fears, and then go out there and create with people and be with people. Yeah, and that will probably open doors even more for you for greater expansion in life. At least that's what I'm getting here so far. Then with the oracle cards, we have the affirmation for growth. I never had that card before. I don't even remember seeing this card. And again, she's having this green dress on. There's a lot about like, and even the how's it called, button here look like pentacles. They are not pentacles, but they give me the image of pentacles. So there's a lot about growth here and putting your pentacles in the ground. I have the feeling you will always you will also find people in your work environment. Affirmation for growth, and she's taking care of her backyard. She's outside here. Maybe hermit mode also for you means being outside in nature. And wait, we also have like this Wheel of Fortune here is pointing, the Wheel of Fortune in this card is pointing towards a house. And while I was talking about the Wheel of Fortune, I was also thinking about the house. Yeah, but I don't see a house in these cards, is what I was just thinking. And then here we have this very, very huge house here in the background, this cottage. But it's very, very present in the picture here. So there's something about movement. Maybe what I said in the beginning of the reading, that you move to a new place. And yeah, maybe there's an indication here that you need to start decorate this new place. But whatever you do something that grounds you, that grounds your energy. putting in the seed. This is the seed here. The seeds are coming up in form of impulses to go after. Affirmation for growth, and and maybe literally do some affirmations for the things that you want in life. What do you want to grow? You want to grow friendships. Okay, so affirm that. Visualize that, affirm that, and when you get a glimpse of an idea how that could look, hold on to that, and whatever fear is coming up, put it aside or work with that fear. And then we have a second card here coming out with this. We have ground and center. Yeah, of course, that makes a lot of sense. Again, it's another confirmation that you should ground yourself. We have a lot of grounding energies here, at least if we look at the pictures. The Ace of Wands and the Hermit are also outside on the ground. 9 of Wands being outside. There's something literally talking about the earth element here, and also the Pentacles are talking about, always talk about materializing things in your life, and through grounding first. Of course, you need to visualize things also, but in order for you to thrive with those visualizations, you need to ground your energy and ground your body. Literally here, ground and center. And that's exactly what you're doing here. You are grounding and you center enough for you to be able to get some new ideas of directions that you could go, maybe even with work, or just at least with some new hobbies or old hobbies that you should pick up again in life, and an old seed of an hobby that where you can put in the seed that you already have. And I mean, who's saying that whenever we move to a new place that we cannot continue the hobbies that we once did, or that we can always create new hobbies, or or just start an old hobby again. This is really cool that she's wearing this green dress here, and the green dresses, the colors in the tarot, they are very important, and especially the colors that the people are wearing. And green is always a color for stability, growth, abundance, money coming in, money energy. Also the energy of the heart chakra is green, having a stable, healed heart chakra. And ground your insecurities, ground yourself, and also relax. There's a lot about, maybe there's some vacation for you coming up here. In the northern hemisphere we are hitting summertime. It's coming as a next season here, and maybe during summer you should go out and camp and, I don't know, do something in nature, ground yourself, take time off and just relax. And then we have here confidence. I remember this card coming out in a reading, in a past reading. The confidence card, it comes with time and practice. I have the feeling this is very necessary for you, and this is really like a picture of someone who is a bit lonely and being very introspective and insecure. In this reading there's this energy of insecurity. But she's also taking her time off here, traveling and reflecting. But by the end of this travel, she will have gained an Ace of Wands here, because there's this Ace of Swords, because there's an Ace of Sword here on her, printed on her bag. It's really cool. And she is accompanied by the Universe card. We are all just stardust. It's beautiful. The Universe card is usually a card that is talking about balancing life and in order to help the planet and balance your energies, and in order to help all the beings of the planet. And a lot of times when we reflect too much, then we take ourselves very important here. And it's not that we are not important, but in friendships, what every good friendship needs is time and someone to listen to, and good friendships need a lot of meetings, to get to know each other, and to really it's the same like with relationships. We cannot just be in a relationship without getting to know that person. We need to spend time with them and deal with them, think of them, think about them, think about their advices or what we could advise them. But it's really about an interaction between two people. It's never a one-sided thing. Yeah, I get a very, very sensitive energy here from you, a very kind, sensitive, and overly scared energy. But it's not a problem. I mean, there is a reason why you watch this reading, and I have this feeling it's all about your self-confidence and overcoming issues and fears around dealing with people. Yeah, and then we have here from the comic cards a house card, a sign card. It's in Aries. Okay, in Aries, I will take both of them to see if we can build a sentence. And then we have a house card, the 9th house. Okay. Your willpower, as if it or they came from all there is. Your willpower. What you think you know about the philosophies and laws involved. Do it your own way, do it in a big way. Okay, that's interesting. Do it your own way and do it in a big way. So there's something about you doing the way you are doing things. It's kind of like what I said, just do it anyways, Spiritual values, energies to meet the challenges of long-range thinking or travel. That's what I'm seeing here. This someone who's reflecting a lot about things, long-range thinking or travel, and she's traveling here in a train. Your desires regarding your desires. Maybe I should put it this way: your desires regarding long-range thinking or travel. There's something, regarding the way you think about things, or reflecting too much, so that the reflection becomes fearful, or your desires regarding taking time off and going on a travel for you to ground yourself then on this vacation, on this travel. Resulting from the honesty and strength of what is to be shared. What is to be shared, okay. Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and strength and honesty to share things with people. You need to be strong for that, of course. Everyone needs to be strong for that, to interact with people. And maybe now this side is looking as if it is, that camera film is your willpower, your philosophies and laws involved, what you think about. Yeah, and then again, do it in a big way, do it your own way. So those cards are giving more, I see them more like validating what we already talked about here. Yeah. And you need to figure out yourself who you are. Are you someone who is reflecting too much, or are you like overdoing this reflection so that it becomes fearful? Or do you have the desire inside of you to take time off and start reflection, because that's nothing you did so far? Maybe you were not reflecting at all, and the cards are saying, do that, ground yourself, go into hermit mode, face your fears, and go on a travel for that, maybe if necessary. And after that, you will then be healthy enough to create with people again. And maybe also with this kind of Three of Pentacles card here, I have the feeling the creation with people is here more with looking and focusing together on a project. You know, they are all looking, they are working together, but they are not focused on each other. They're not focused on their faults and saying, yeah, but you just said that last week, or I did that, and then you came along and you also had this idea and we never worked on it. They're not like looking at each other's insecurities and judging each other. They are focusing on the end goal here. They are wanting to and I think every good friendship or relationship should be like that, focusing on the end goal, on something you want to build, create. And when you're meeting your friends and you maybe say, I don't know, we want to go and take our bicycles and do a bicycle ride outside in nature, for instance, or go for a long walk, then focus on what you want that thing to be and to look like, and focus on the play also of it, and not so much on what the people that you are spending time with then may think about you or what you think about them. Just enjoy the moment and focus together on this thing that you're creating here. Yeah, and then we have some Moonology cards. We have Believe in the Impossible. I feel drawn here to this Wheel of Fortune card and your ability to imagine things. Believe in the impossible. I hope you can still see that. Let me put it over here. Believe in the impossible. Yeah, it's really necessary for you to believe in also the universe card here. Start to believe in something that you have maybe never imagined before. He's also surrounded by magical dust here. This because he is believing. He is very faithful. He's very like visualizing things, praying for things, believing in them, and breathing in the new version of himself and of this new life. And yeah, he's literally believing in the impossible here, or in the possible, because usually what we think is impossible is actually quite possible a lot of times. It's not so much out of reach as we sometimes think. It's just a matter of perspective a lot of times. And to finish up your reading, we have the Have Faith in Your Dream card. Again, another confirmation of like believe in yourself, believe in the impossible. Maybe friendship used to be an aspect of your life that was truly impossible for you, and maybe you have some beliefs about certain group of people. Sometimes, you know, I meet girls or women, females basically, who have and they're not necessarily my friends. It's just when I'm out with people, when I talk to people, and it's usually the feminine, they have sometimes troubles with making friends with their own gender, like while men and boys are getting together very easily, they just join a sports club and then they have some buddies there, and maybe one or two of them even become close friends. And women look a lot about each other and judging themselves a lot, and at least that was I'm not a person like that, and my friends are usually not like that. A lot I had friends like that, but most of them were just focused on the friendship, on the friendship aspect of the relationship, and not about what they may feel jealous about me, or what they, the things that maybe that they think that I maybe have and they don't, or the other way around, that maybe I could think that they have and I don't. That's usually not a great start for good friendship if you look at people like that. I'm not saying that you are, but just for, if there is someone out there here watching this reading and having a certain perspective on people, maybe on a certain type of people, something like, people who are into music are usually like this and that, or people who are girls like me or boys like me are usually not good friends because of this and that, because they judge other girls, other boys because of, I don't know. And I have the feeling you should stop being in this thought pattern, because there are people who are not like that out there at all, and they don't look at people like that, and they never did. In fact, they never did. And if you are someone who is putting people into boxes like that, you need to rethink your own thought patterns here then. And not everyone is after you. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and then have faith in your dreams again. Dream big, dream in a big way. And what did it say here? Something like do it your own way and do it in a big way. And I have the feeling that it's talking about this visualization here, ground and center, and visualize. But don't just visualize something like, okay, I can go into a bookshop and then go home with that book and read it alone by myself. No, maybe going further than that, not just a bookshop where you buy a book, maybe starting a conversation with someone in the bookshop, or if you have the feeling for doing that, or joining the book club there in this bookstore, or starting a part-time job in this bookstore, or if it's something you feel drawn to, your kind of hobby or field of interest in life. So this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I hope I could help you a little bit with your perspective on friendships and how to find new friends, how to go about that. And if you liked it, feel free to leave a comment or to watch one of my other readings, and I hope I'm going to see you in another reading. Bye bye.